Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liman, and in today's video, we're gonna talk about part 2 of DS260 on how to file DS260. If you wanna watch the full episode of file my own DS260, I will put the link on the top if you wanna watch it. So we stopped here. So let's get started about the family information spouse page. So this is the family information spouse. So this is the petitioner. So you will need to put right here last name, here first name, date of birth, city where, and a state or province of birth. In my example, like it will be Kinifra, city will be Kinifra, select the region. In my case, it's my country, and spouse address is gonna be in the United States because I live in the United States. It's gonna be right here in the United States. Occupation, what I do, I'm engineer. Date of marriage, you're gonna put it right here. The city where the marriage took place, state or province, in my example is Kinifra, and the region is gonna be Morocco. Next question, is your spouse immigrating to US with you? In my case, is no. Is your spouse immigrating to US at a later date to join you? And no, because I'm a US citizen, I'm here in the United States. So we're gonna go to next, preview spouses. If you have multiple spouses, this is where you can add them. For our case, it's gonna go to the next one, preview spouses. You know, some people they have two, three spouses, Arabic people. So family spouse, we're still talking about family spouses right here. We're gonna go to previous spouses right at this page. We're gonna talk about the previous spouses if you have any. If you answer no, you're gonna go to children. If you answer yes, you're gonna answer them right here, your previous spouses right here. Do you have any previous spouses? If you answer yes, number of previous spouses, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, and you're gonna answer them right here. So we're gonna do just one. Surnames is last name, given name, first name, date of birth, date of marriage, and date of marriage ended. How was your How was your marriage terminated? You're gonna explain here why you terminated your marriage, the country where the marriage was terminated. You're gonna go children if you don't have any. Now, if you don't have any children, it depends your answer right. If you said no, you're gonna go to next preview, US travel. If you said yes, this is where you're gonna answer them. Do you have children? Any children? If you say yes, you're gonna put how many, and you start like giving last name, first name, date of birth of that child, city, state, country or regions. Does this child live with you? Of course, it's gonna be yes. Is this child immigrating to US with you? Of course, it's gonna be yes. Next is we start talking about children. Do you have? They're gonna ask you again if you have more children. This is what you're gonna answer them. How many? And you can answer them right here. Does the child live with you? Yes, yes. This child immigrating to US with you? It depends your answer. If you say no, is this child immigrating to US a later date to join you? You can answer yes or no. Pick one that apply for you. So now we're gonna go to preview US travel information. This is have you ever been in US? And make in my spouse case is no. Have you ever been issued a US visa? No. Have you ever? You can answer this question if they apply for you, how they apply for you, yes or no. So in my case, it's gonna be no. Have you ever been refused a US visa? Been refused admission to United States or withdrawn your application from admission at the port of entry? No or yes. It depends your answer. We're gonna go training, travel information page. We're still talking here about preview US travel information. Have you ever been in the US? If you see yes, you're gonna answer right here. Where you issued an alien registration number by the Department of Homeland Security? It depends your answer here. If you answer yes or no, date arrived, and length of stay in the United States. They're still asking you some question, right? Have you ever been issued a US visa? If you see yes, you're gonna answer the date the visa was issued, and the chip, and you're gonna choose the type or classification of the visa. You're gonna put the visa number right here. Have any of the US visa ever been lost or stolen? You're gonna answer the one that apply for you. Have any of US visa ever been cancelled or revoked? You can answer the one that apply for you, yes or no. Have you ever been refused a US visa, been refused admission to the United States, or withdrawn your application for admission at the port of entry? It depends your answer right here, yes or no. We're still talking about education and training. So present work, education, training information. Primary occupation. Provide the following information concerning your current employment or education. So this is what you answer your occupation. You're gonna select the one they apply for, what you do for a living, and then you're gonna ask, and then which occupation do you attend. This is, I just want to emphasize this question right here. When you answer this one right here, please remember it, because they will ask you when you have interview. I guarantee you they will. So just remember this one. In which occupation do you intend to work in the US? Because my spouse, they ask her this question. So we're gonna go to the next page. Primary occupation, just right, they give you example. Agriculture. Present employer or school name. You're gonna add the address, city, state or province, zip code, and the country. Do you have other occupation? If you have any, if you see yes, you're gonna start answering them again. If you see no, you're gonna go to the next page. So we're not gonna go through this, so we're gonna see no. But if you do you have other occupation? If you see no, you're gonna go all through this again. So preview work, education, training information. We're still talking about the same thing over here. If you answer yes, you're gonna answer them right here. Do you have other occupation? If you say yes, you're gonna answer them again. It depends how many occupation there you had before. So present work, we're still talking about the present work, education, training information. Primary occupation, specify present employer or school name if you have any education. This is what we're gonna answer right here. Do we have other occupation? It depends your answer. If you see yes, they're gonna answer again. If you see no, you're gonna go to the next page. In which occupation do you intend to work in USA? I already answered this one. Please make sure you remember this question. You will have it in your interview. So we're gonna go to next page. Present work, education, training information. If you are not employed, you're gonna put it right here and explain why. The same question as the other ones. So same thing right here, just question, do you have another occupation? It depends your answer. If you see an yes, now you can answer the other information right here. Present work education, we're still talking about present work education training information. Same thing, if you answer yes, you can answer it. It's same right here, you're gonna answer it. You're gonna go all through this, job title. Do you have any other occupation? If you see no, now you're gonna go to the next page. In which occupation do you tend to work in the US? I already answered this one. We're still talking right here about the same thing. If you answer yes, you're gonna do this, answer all these questions right here. Does this job require at least 2 years of training or experience? This one right, displayed only diversity DV principal applicant when primary occupation is not a homemaker, not employed, or student. Answer to do you have other occupation is yes. This is where you answer, and you find this all information right here. So do you have another occupation? You see yes, you're gonna select one again and you're gonna answer the same questions. So we have to go to the next page. Now we're gonna go to preview. We're still talking about that. Now, were you previously employed? It depends your answer here, yes or no. Have you attended any educational institution at secondary level or above? You can answer yes or no. If you do, you're gonna go next page. This is where we're still talking here about preview work education training information. Were you previously employed? If you see yes, you have to give information right. Were employer name, employer street address, the city, state, country, telephone number, job title, supervisor name, supervisor given name, employment date from, to. Have you ever attended any educational institution at the secondary level? If yes, this is where you can enter your school, name, address, city, state, country, and course of study. What did you study? If did you have a degree or not, and date from where you attended the school to what. So same thing right here. So you're talking about the same thing, same institution. If you have multiple, this is where you enter them. Previous work, education, training information. Where you previous employed. If you see yes, this is where you're gonna enter this information. We're talking the same page because they give you multiple page. Because if you have multiple employment, this is where you're gonna enter them. Have you attended any educational institution at secondary level or above? If you see yes, this is where you enter them. Same thing, same answer we did before. We go next page. So where do you previously employ? Same thing right here. We're still talking about the same thing over here. Do you have any idea? You see no, you're not gonna answer anymore the educational right here. But if you previously employed, yes, you can answer it right here. Additional work in education, training information. Have you ever traveled to any countries, region within the last 5 years? It depends your answer right here, yes or no. If you answer no, it's good to go to the petitioner. If not, you gotta answer. If you answer yes, you gotta answer where did you go, where did you travel to. Have you ever served in the military? It depends your answer here as well. We're gonna go to the next page. If you answer yes, you're gonna select the country. Have you ever served in the military? If you say yes, you're gonna answer where and the branch of service, position, military specialty, and from to. We're gonna go next one. Have you ever traveled to any countries, regions within the last 5 years? And it depends your answers right here. Have you belonged to, contributed to, or worked for any professional, social, or charitable organization? It depends your answer. If you answer yes, you gotta answer them. Do you have any specialized skills or training such as a firearm, explosive, nuclear, biological, or chemical experience? It depends your answer right here. Have you ever served in the military, member of, or been involved within the paramilitary unit, vigilant unit, rebel group, guerrilla group, or insurgent organization? Yes or no? If you answer yes right here, you gotta answer. You gotta answer those explanation for these answers. So same questions over here. Have you speak? I'm sorry, right here is different. Have you traveled to any? Here is okay. I think we answered that one. Have you ever served in the military? Do you have? We did that one. Have you ever served in and been a member or been involved with which I think we answered that one. No. Can you speak and read languages other than your native language? If you answer yes, you have to answer them. If no, you're gonna go to the petitioner. So we're still talking about additional work, education, training, information. Have you traveled to any other countries? The same answer right here. If you answer yes, this is where you answer it. If you answer yes to the military question, this is where you answer it. Same thing right here. If you answer yes, this is you have to answer the organization name. If you answer for this question, this is where you're gonna explain that. This is where you're gonna answer the names. This is the skills. If you answer, do you have any specialized skills or training such as firearms, explosion, nuclear, biological, or chemical experience? This is where you answer them. If you answer this question we read before, if you answer yes, this is where you get explanation right here. So we're gonna go to the next page. So have you ever traveled? We're still talking about the same thing right here. They give you an example. Same thing over here. Now we start talking about the petitioner. Petitioner is in my example, and my spouse. It depends your case. Petitioner is my father or my spouse. Petitioner last name, first name, street address, city, state, province or zip code, country, telephone, mobile, email address. We're gonna go to the security, other Petitioner information. Here you can answer. They give you too many choices. The first one, if you see, is a father. This one is a employer. It depends your case. You can answer same questions as the first one. So we're still talking about here. Petition is myself. If you petition yourself. So now we're gonna go to security and background, medical and health information. So do you have a communicable disease of public health significance such as tuberculosis? If you see yes or no, do you have any documentation to establish that you have received vaccination in accordance with US law? You still gotta provide this in your interview. If not, you have to do the vaccination, required vaccination by US law. If you see no, if you see yes, this is what we're gonna explain. If you see no, you're gonna go to the next question. Do you have a mental physical disorder that possesses or is likely to pose a threat to safety of welfare of yourself or other? And it depends your answer right here. Check one to apply for you. Now we're gonna go to the next criminal background. Do you have a we're still talking about the same questions right here. Yeah, are you or have you ever been a drug abuser or addict? If you answer yes, you give explanation right here. If you see no, you go to the next question. Have you ever been arrested or convicted for any offenses or crime, even though subject to of a pardon, amnesty, or other similar action? Here you can answer yes or no. Check one that applies for you. It's a very forward basic questions. Yes or no. You're gonna go to security. We're still talking about the security questions. We're still talking about the security questions right here. Do you speak or engage in espionage, sabotage, export control violation, or any other illegal activity while in the United States? You can answer this question as they are yes or no, and check one to apply for you. And most of them is no, but it depends your case. I'm not gonna assume that they are not for you. So security and background information we're still talking about right here about the security question. You get answer yes or no. Same question, yes or no. They give you, if you answer yes right here, you gotta be explanation. So here, same question, you gotta answer yes or no. Please choose one that apply for you and do not try to lie. Please be honest. We start, if you answer yes, this is where you give explanation. Security and background, we're still talking about the same thing over here. Have you ever sought to obtain or assist others to obtain a visa entry into the United States or any other United States immigration benefit by fraud or willful misrepresentation or other unlawful means? It depends your answer right here. Please choose one to apply for you. We're gonna go to miscellaneous questions. If you answer yes, this is where you give explanations. We're gonna go back to the same question here. Choose one that apply for you. There are questions yes or no. Most of them all the time are no, but it depends your case. If you answer yes, this is where you give explanation for each question. If you see this empty box right here, this is where you give explanation. This is we go back to the security questions. Security and background immigration law violation information 2. This is the answer yes or no. Please choose one that apply for you. As I said before, be honest. Have you ever been unlawful resident on order removed from the US during the last 10 years? If you answer yes, this is where you're gonna answer explanation for these questions. Same thing over here is questions yes or no, and most of them are no, but check the one that apply for you. If you answer yes, this is where you enter explanation. So we're still talking about the security questions right here. Please read this very carefully and answer them accordingly. We're gonna go to the next one. If you answer yes to above question, this is where you answer explanation. Have you ever applied for a social security? This is very important. If you see no, do you want the social security administrator to issue the social security number on a card? If you answer no, you have to go and apply for a social security. But if you answer yes, have you ever applied for a social? If you see no, here if you answer yes, they will send your. If you answer here yes and here yes, the social security will issue your social security when they receive when USCIS send you a green card. SSN, they will send you social security as well. Social security number information page. Have you ever? If you see yes this time, will you issue the number? If you see yes, you can add it right here. Do you need a new card issued? If you see yes, you gotta give you gotta authorize disclosure of information from this form to the Department of Homeland Security, to the Social Security Administration to issue your Social Security. Have you ever applied for Social Security? If you see yes, where you issue the number? Yes, if you see, you gotta enter it right here. It's same question. If you answer no to this question, will not receive a Social Security card. They tell you right here. If you answer yes, but you gotta authorize the disclosure of information from this form to SSN. Sign now and submit. This is the last part. Did anyone assist you with filling out this application? If you see no, you're good to go. If you see yes, you have to enter the information for that person. Now you're gonna a signature, enter your NVC case number and enter your passport number. You enter this character right here. Then sign and submit the application. Sign and submit the application. You're gonna put your if you have a prepare, if you see yes to that question, this is your report the prepare information. Last name, first name, address, where it, and address, city, state, where he lives. You gotta answer the NVC case. You gotta answer the passport number, and you answer the characters below, and you go to the next page. Sign and submit. Did anyone assist you in filling out this application? If you see no, you enter the NVC, you enter the passport number, and you enter the case number right here. These letters right here, and you go to the next page. Did anyone assist you? This time you see no. Now we're gonna enter your NVC case, passport number, and the character below. Now when you sign it, you send it, you gotta get the confirmation page. You're gonna get this message right here. Immigrant visa and alien registration application confirmation, thank you. That tells you that you sent this information, and then you're gonna get the confirmation with this confirm the submission with this right here. This confirm the submission of the immigrant visa and alien registration application for. They tell you where this visa. This is just they will have a case number, the confirmation number, and where the country origin of the origin nationality, and the name provided. So when you get this confirmation, that's the end of this video, and I hope you like it. It was too I did a little bit faster because it's long, but as I said before, I have a video. I will put the link on top of this video that for my DS260, how I filed my own DS60. This is the end of this video. I hope you like it. If you do, please subscribe, share, and hit notification bell. Thank you. If you need a help, please email me or leave a comment. I will answer them as soon as I can. Thank you. See you in the next video.